Today, I want to try and tackle answering the question, do narcissists really love us? This video is going to be me speaking from my own experience with narcissists and from my research that I have been doing for nearly 3 years independently. My thoughts, my theories, why I have arrived at these conclusions, and so on. Does a narcissist love you? Did one love me? Do they even love at all? Yes. Yes, I believe they do. And what I want to do is explain how I arrive at this conclusion. When we first meet somebody highly toxic like a narcissist, we are love bombed by this person. Love bombing is that strong attempt that they make in the very beginning of the relationship where they try to influence us and try to get us to fall madly in love with them as fast as possible. They use techniques like mirroring, where they hate what you hate, love what you love, and try to convince us psychologically that we've known them so much longer than we really have. Things are effortless and easy. We have far too much in common for things not to work out, right? They also use heavy future faking, promises of a long, happy life together, going places and doing things, getting married, having a family, reaching some kind of goals together. This person behaving this way, putting us up on a pedestal, causes us to react in kind. And we even begin to love bomb this person back. We blow up their phone, their social media to talk to them. We cancel plans, overlook things to spend as much time as possible with them, and we begin to feel completely addicted to this person, and we just love how all of it makes us feel. We pretty much know this to be how every abusive relationship with a narc begins to a certain degree. And this is where I feel not so much the debate comes in, but the questions. Things like, was all of this fake? Was it a lie? Did any of this mean anything to the narcissist? I believe that when somebody narcissistic meets us, they are in fact smitten with us. They are very much in love, so to speak, with us. I've said this for a while now. They pick up very quickly on things like we have empathy, we're very sympathetic, helpful, nice, kind, but they also quickly pick up on other things. Do we have an addictive personality? Do we have much of a backbone? Are we codependent? Have we been in abusive relationships before? Have we stayed with people where it didn't work out way longer than we should have? Is there a pattern of behavior? Narcissists are ultimately looking for perfection, that perfect source of supply. In the beginning, we are seen as perfect, and I believe this does, in fact, make the narcissist fall for us. I think there are feelings of quote-unquote love there. However, the narcissist's idea of what real, true love really is vastly different than how most other people see it. In more recent months, when I make videos or I speak with clients, what I've started to do is compare the way a narcissist, quote unquote, loves, and I'll be saying that a lot through the video. I compare the way a narcissist loves us with kind of the way a 5-year-old child loves their parents. You are the best mom or the best dad in the world. You're fun, you help them, you're caring, you're supportive, so on and so forth. Until inevitably something happens, right? This 5-year-old child gets in trouble at school or at home, or they want to do something that they're not allowed to do. They get told no, they're caught doing something wrong, and you attempt to hold them accountable for their behavior. Then you see a hissy fit, and it becomes, I hate you, mom. I hate you, dad. You are the worst. I hate you. I can't believe you're doing this. Narcissists are extremely immature by nature, and you can see them act like young children constantly. Mom and dad won't budge on something, won't let me do something, but the child is going to do it anyway, or goes and gets what they want or need from somebody else. This is what a narcissist does. A narcissist loves, quote unquote, us as long as we are perfect. By perfect, what that means is we let them do whatever the fuck they please. Let them be children with no accountability, no responsibility. You can do this, you can do that, whatever. The world is your oyster at 5 years old. Go do whatever you want. Having this perfect source, finding this perfect source is never going to happen for a narcissist, unfortunately for them. At some point, we all catch them doing something wrong, lying, stealing, cheating, or we tell them, no, I'm not giving you more money. I'm not taking you somewhere. I'm not doing A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And then suddenly, without warning, once we've done this, we are devalued. We are no longer perfect. There are other reasons why we are devalued as well, but I don't want to get into all that in this video. The point is, we never stay perfect forever. We get old, boring, they want somebody else, that new car smell has worn off, and they're over it, things like that. The bottom line here is this quote-unquote love is very immature. It's a lusty ideal that a narcissist has, a fantasy that plays out in their mind where the love bombing, whirlwindy romance novel lasts forever. Yes, a narcissist is incredibly selfish. They want what they want, but I really do think that there is some kind of quote-unquote loving feeling that they do have. This is a very general blanketed statement. There are some narcs that are complete sociopaths, psychopath. They don't feel anything. They don't want anything to do with this. They're not very emotional. But most of the time, I really do truly feel as if there is something there. If you would like to talk one-on-one about a narcissistic relationship that you're in right now, or maybe you are still working on getting over a relationship like this, you can email BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to set up private chats and coaching with me if you feel you need it. I have to add that this is simply how I see things, having gone through what I have and learning and understanding things about the disorder and processing all this information in a way that seems to make sense to me. I am well aware that we all need to see specific things in certain ways to be able to sleep at night. And maybe this is just some fluffy bunny idea I have that helps me sleep at night. I am just at the point in my life where I just really don't care. I'm extremely indifferent to the narcissist who abused me. I understand why he does what he does. I know for a fact he's incredibly lonely, even though he's with, I was going to say one woman, but it's obviously more than one. I would bet every dollar I have on it. But regardless of how many women he has, I know he's lonely. I know he's sad, and I know he hates himself. I believe he knows what he did to me, and he has surely done it to other people, and I do believe that he knows that it's wrong. He has to live with what he does, and it explains a lot more of narcissistic behavior. For years now, I have stopped seeing narcissists as powerful. They aren't. They want us to think they are, but nobody who has to behave like a bully, a liar, a manipulator is a happy, well-adjusted person. I may have only spent 18 months in my situation, but I saw that man at his lowest. I have seen him cry hysterically. I have been there when he has seemed devastated about something, more than one thing. He cried and curled up into me like a sad little boy. And I don't say any of this to be maculatory at all. I say this because I have seen that there is no real power there. They have weaknesses and insecurities. They're riddled with them. There's more going on in the mind of a narcissist than just crush, kill, destroy. I will always believe that a narcissist can be a wonderful, magnanimous person if they would just get the hell out of their own way, get help, cope better in more healthy ways, and so on. But that is not my job. As a survivor, my job, my mission is to help other survivors, and it always will be. But there's a lot more to a narcissist than just all of their trauma. We all have trauma. I don't want to be defined by mine. Some people take an extremely different approach to life. My trauma will not break me. Narcissists let this trauma consume them, and I am the powerful one here. I am the one who came through this better than before, as we all do, and maybe you're working on doing that right now. There is love within a narcissist. Sometimes it's too deeply buried to see, and because of the trauma, it becomes a very skewed, twisted, gross, unhealthy idea of love, a very immature, adolescent, almost high school idea of love. This lusty, ideal fantasy world, it's all twisted, distorted, and confusing. and it always will be with a narcissist. True love terrifies a narcissist, and it always will. A true love in general, real love, is without a doubt the most wonderful thing in the world, but also one of the scariest. Relationships and love are kind of like at-will employment. You can leave this job at any time for any reason, and they can let you go at any time for any reason, or just no reason at all. That's terrifying to know that you're going to rip your heart out of your chest and give it to somebody, and then what they do with it is kind of all up to them. But real true love requires you to open up and be vulnerable, give somebody your heart, and then hope they handle it with care. And to sum it all up, narcissists love people the same way we do. The best way they know how, the most comfortable way they know how. They're not going to get in real deep. They're going to keep people at arm's length. These are things that they're terrified of. They don't want to do this. And that's how we all handle everything in all of our lives, just the very best way that we know how. It's really important that we learn that this and this person does not work for us, and we need to go find something that does work. As always, if you have thoughts, feelings, opinions, ideas about narcs, love, relationships, whatever, you can feel free to leave those down in the comments. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.